While Man About the House may seem tame when watched through a contemporary gaze during reruns on ITV and ITVX, the beloved British sitcom was considered quite daring when it debuted 51 years ago. The fact that the premise involved a man sharing a London flat with two single women raised more than a few eyebrows in 1973. However, from the off, they turned sexual stereotypes on their head. It was made it clear the reason the two women, Chrissy, played by Paula Wilcox, and Jo, Sally Thomsett, wanted a male roommate in the shape of Robin, Richard O'Sullivan, was because they couldn't cook. Since he was at culinary school, it seemed a match made in flatmate heaven. While their landlord, George Roper, Brian Murphy, wasn't necessarily delighted about the arrangement, his wife Mildred, Yotha Joyce, loved their young tenants and always took their side, often flirting with Robin in the process. Over 6 seasons, from 15 August 1973 to 7 April 1976, viewers watched as Robin and Chrissy tried to deny their attraction to each other, while they all adapted to sharing a space with a member of the opposite sex. It was such a huge success it spawned 2 spin-off shows featuring the stars, George and Mildred and Robin's Nest. It even got a big screen outing in 1974 and was remade in the US, Three's Company, in 1977. With such an enduring legacy, Express.co.uk takes a look at where the cast are now. Richard O'Sullivan, Robin Tripp. A former child star, Richard, now 80, had also appeared in the Elizabeth Taylor epic Cleopatra before he was cast in Man About the House. He played culinary student Robin Tripp, who ended up sharing a flat with the two women. When the show ended, his character was given a spin-off, Robin's Nest, in which his character set up a bistro financed by his girlfriend's father. The premise of this show was also groundbreaking, as it was the first UK sitcom to feature an unmarried couple cohabiting. He had a relationship with co-star Tessa Wyatt, who played his girlfriend Vicky, and the pair had a son Jamie, but they split in the mid-80s. He continued to work steadily on screen. In 1979, he played the titular character Dick Turpin in the LWT drama, which ran until 1982. From 1984 to 1988, he starred in the sitcom Me and My Girl, playing widowed single father Simon Harrop. He kept a lower profile in the 1990s, although he worked steadily. His final acting role was in a one-off satire in 1996 titled Hold, about a suburban golf club. He suffered a stroke in 2003, and in the aftermath he moved into Brinsworth House, a retirement home for entertainers in Twickenham. Paula Wilcox, Chrissy Plummer. Although Paula, now 74, played a singleton in Man About the House, she was happily married in real life. Sadly, her husband, fellow actor Derek Seaton, died aged 35 in 1979 from a brain hemorrhage. She didn't remarry until 1991 when she wed Nelson Skip Riddle, an American businessman and the eldest son of the composer, bandleader, and arranger Nelson Riddle, and the couple are still together. Professionally, she has worked more or less nonstop since the show ended. Her first role following the comedy was as the eponymous single mother in Miss Jones and Son, which ran from 1977 to 1978. The actress appeared regularly on screen in guest roles, and in 1991 she returned to her sitcom roots as Roz West in a show called Fiddler's 3 opposite Peter Davison. Her packed CV includes appearances in huge shows such as Holby City, Casualty, Footballers' Wives, and Grantchester. In recent years, she reached a whole new generation of fans with roles in popular soaps Emmerdale and Coronation Street. She also appeared in the most recent series of Greg Davies' sitcom, The Cleaner. Sally Thomsett, Jo. Prior to Man About the House, Sally had been a child star who was best known for her role in the classic 1970 movie, The Railway Children. After the show ended, she quit acting for a while in order to travel, but returned to the business in the mid-80s. The actress, now 74, made regular stage appearances and became a panto favorite. In 1996, at the age of 46, she had a daughter, Charlotte, with her partner Paul Agnew, and her career slowed down. Speaking to the Daily Mirror at the time, she explained, "I thought, I'm not going to be my best while I've got a little child, so I won't do any acting. I'll take 7 years out, and when she's old enough, I'll go back to work." But the timing didn't turn out well. That was the time of Big Brother and reality TV starting, and they'd stopped making nice comedies. She and Paul didn't marry because it turned out she was already married to Danish film producer Klaus Haede Nielsen and was unable to get a divorce. In 2019, she admitted, "I haven't seen Klaus since 1985. I don't know where he is to divorce him. I think he went back to Denmark or to LA. I'm still legally his wife, but I haven't got a clue where he is. What does it really matter? It's not as if he's bothering me." Yotha Joyce, Mildred Roper. Yotha Joyce had enjoyed a successful theater career before she began landing guest parts in shows such as On the Buses and Steptoe and Son alongside big screen appearances. After years of playing a supporting role, Man About the House was her first starring part, and she shone as Mildred Roper, the flirtatious wife of curmudgeonly landlord George, Brian Murphy. Their partnership was so successful and popular that when the show ended, they were given their own spin-off, George and Mildred. It saw the couple move to a middle-class suburb as Mildred tried to better herself while George wanted a quiet, simple life. The show started in 1976 and got the big screen treatment in 1980. Sadly, this was to be her last work, as her long-term alcoholism caught up with her. She was admitted to hospital in the summer of 1980 and died of liver failure 4 days after her 53rd birthday on 24th August that year, with her on-screen husband and good friend Brian at her bedside. The inquest into her death revealed that she had been drinking up to half a bottle of brandy a day for 10 years, and very much more in the period prior to her death. The pathologist revealed her liver was twice the normal size, and that her heart and lungs had also suffered because of her drinking. Her cause of death was given as portal cirrhosis of the liver.
Brian Murphy, now 92, had been a jobbing actor for decades before landing the role of landlord George Roper in Man About the House. He had previously worked with his on-screen wife, Eutha Joyce, in theater, which contributed to their on-screen chemistry. Along with Eutha, he starred in the spin-off show George and Mildred when Man About the House ended. His character was so popular that in 1978, he released a single called Jogging, recorded in the persona of George. Sadly, Eutha's death in 1980 brought an end to that chapter of his life. In 1981, he starred in The Incredible Mr. Tanner. A sitcom was created specifically for him, however, the show failed to take off. When Man About the House first premiered in 1973, few could have predicted that the light-hearted British sitcom would become one of the defining comedies of its era. Built around an unconventional living arrangement and filled with witty misunderstandings, unforgettable characters, and clever humor, the series captured the hearts of millions. Decades later, it remains a beloved television classic, introducing new generations to the charm of Robin Tripp, Chrissy Plummer, Joe, and the unforgettable landlords George and Mildred Roper. But while the sitcom delivered endless laughter on-screen, the lives of its cast members after the camera stopped rolling were often filled with unexpected twists, personal triumphs, heartbreaking losses, and extraordinary resilience. Leading the cast was Richard O'Sullivan, who portrayed the easygoing culinary student Robin Tripp. His natural charisma made him one of Britain's most recognizable television stars during the 1970s. Following the success of Man About the House, O'Sullivan starred in another hit sitcom, Robin's Nest, further cementing his place in television history. However, life took a devastating turn in the early 2000s when he suffered a serious stroke. The health emergency dramatically changed his life, leaving him with lasting physical challenges. Despite these obstacles, fans continue to admire his remarkable contributions to British comedy and remember the warmth and humor he brought to every performance. Paula Wilcox, who played the cheerful and intelligent Chrissy Plummer, enjoyed a long and successful acting career after the sitcom ended. Rather than becoming trapped by one famous role, she continued appearing in television dramas, stage productions, and popular comedy series. Wilcox successfully reinvented herself over the decades, earning praise for both dramatic and comedic performances. Today, she remains one of Britain's most respected actresses, proving that talent and versatility can stand the test of time. Playing the practical and independent Jo was Sally Thomsett, whose character perfectly balanced Robin and Chrissy's playful personalities. After leaving the series, Thomsett gradually stepped away from acting and embraced a much quieter life. Unlike many of her contemporaries, she chose privacy over celebrity, making only occasional public appearances. Her decision has only increased curiosity among longtime fans, many of whom still remember Jo as one of British television's most beloved sitcom roommates. No discussion of Man About the House would be complete without mentioning Brian Murphy and Eutha Joyce, whose unforgettable portrayals of George and Mildred Roper became legendary. Their constant bickering, hilarious misunderstandings, and surprisingly affectionate marriage made them audience favorites. Their chemistry proved so successful that the pair received their own spin-off series, George and Mildred, which became another major television hit. Sadly, Eutha Joyce's story ended far too soon. Despite her enormous popularity, she struggled with health issues in later life and passed away unexpectedly in 1980 at the age of just 53. Her sudden death shocked fans across Britain, ending the career of one of the country's most gifted comedic actresses. Her sharp comic timing and unforgettable performances remain an important part of British television history. Brian Murphy continued acting for decades after losing his longtime co-star. His career included appearances in numerous television productions, stage performances, and guest roles that introduced him to younger audiences. Off-screen, Murphy also found lasting happiness in his personal life, marrying actress Linda Regan. Their enduring relationship has often been admired within the entertainment industry, providing a warm contrast to the fictional arguments that made George and Mildred famous.
The series also benefited from a talented supporting cast whose memorable appearances helped create its unique charm. Many continued successful careers in British television, while others gradually retired from the entertainment industry, choosing quieter lives away from public attention. Together, they contributed to a sitcom that remains one of Britain's most celebrated comedy classics. One of the reasons Man About the House continues to resonate with audiences is its remarkable cast chemistry. Every joke felt natural because the performers genuinely understood one another's comedic rhythms. Their timing, expressions, and effortless interactions transformed simple scripts into unforgettable television moments that continue entertaining viewers more than 50 years later. Like many classic sitcoms, Man About the House also reflected changing social attitudes. What was considered a bold premise in the early 1970s now appears charmingly innocent, offering modern audiences a fascinating glimpse into the humor and culture of its time. The cast's ability to treat unconventional situations with warmth rather than controversy helped make the series accessible to viewers across generations. Today, the legacy of Man About the House extends far beyond its original broadcast. Through reruns, streaming platforms, and classic television channels, new audiences continue discovering the sitcom's timeless humor. Meanwhile, longtime fans fondly remember the remarkable performers whose talent brought these unforgettable characters to life. Although some beloved cast members are sadly no longer with us, their work continues to inspire laughter around the world. Others have overcome personal hardships, enjoyed long careers, or chosen peaceful lives away from the spotlight. Together, their stories remind us that behind every beloved television character is a real person whose journey is often far more complex than anything written in a sitcom script. More than 5 decades after the series first aired, Man About the House remains a shining example of classic British comedy. Its unforgettable cast, enduring humor, and heartfelt performances ensure that the laughter never truly ends. While time has changed the lives of the actors, the joy they created on screen continues to bring smiles to audiences, proving that great comedy, and the remarkable people behind it, can truly stand the test of time.